The company we choose for presentation is Amazon. First, I am going to give a little overview about the company. Amazon is a multinational corporation which focuses on e commerce, cloud computing, digital streaming, and artificial intelligence. It is one of the big five companies in the US information technology industry, along with Google, Apple, Microsoft, and Facebook. Jeff Bezos founded Amazon in July 1994, choosing Seattle because of technical talent as Microsoft is located there. Mackenzie Scott played a big role in the founding of Amazon and drove across the country with Jeff to start it. It started as an online marketplace for books but expanded to sell electronic software, video games, apparel, furniture, food, toys, and jewelry. In 2015, Amazon surpassed Walmart as the most valuable retailer in the United States by market capitalization. In August 2017, Amazon acquired Whole Foods Market for US $13.4 billion, which substantially increased its footprints as a physical retailer. In 2018, its two-day delivery service, Prime surpassed 100 million subscribers worldwide. Amazon distributes a variety of downloadable and streaming content through its Amazon Prime videos, Amazon Music, Twitch, and Audible subsidiaries. Amazon also has a publishing arm, Amazon Publishing, Film and Television Studios, Amazon Studios, and a cloud computing subsidiaries, Amazon Web Services. Now, if I talk about the article in New York Times about inside Amazon, Jeff Bezos sets a high bar for everyone. According to the article, different people have different views, like Suzanne Harker. Amazon's top recruiter said, "This is a company that strives to do really big, innovative, groundbreaking things, and those things are not easy." Bo Olson was one of them. He started less than 2 years in a book marketing role and said that this enduring images was watching people beep in the office, a sight other workers described as well. You walk out of a conference room and you'll see grown man covering his face. He said nearly every person I worked with I saw crying at their desk. Jeff Bezos has low tolerance for thinking, acting small, not being sharp. Previous executives call it a sarcastic bent. New York Times released articles about forced ranking system, about which Stacy will explain in her next slides.
Thank you, Tammy. So let's talk about the decision and about this article. So as Tammy mentioned before, back in 2015, New York Times came out with a report on the employee culture environment inside Amazon. The Times article, based on interviews with current and former Amazon staff, it raised questions about the company use of questionable workplace practices to raise employees' performance, including the use of an HR tool known as stacked or forced ranking. So what is stacked ranking? Stacked ranking is a system to evaluate employees according to their performances. The sorting process is usually in ascending performance order. The main reason behind this sorting is simple: to determine the high achievers, the mid performers, and those with a low performance. Their aim is simply to avoid the ones that are boosting the company and to let go people with a low performance. This kind of ranking system creates increasingly hostile environment where employees are pitted against each other and collaboration becomes almost impossible. According to this article, the environment in Amazon is cruel and backstabbing. Employees pushed to extremes. Managers showed little sympathy or empathy. Workers were encouraged to tear apart each other's ideas in the meetings. And there were unreasonably high standards. Next slide, please. So before we talk about the response from the CEO, Amazon CEO, I like to define the confirmation bias. So confirmation bias is a tendency to search for, interpret, favor, and recall information in a way that confirms or supports prior beliefs or values. So keeping that in mind, let's talk about the CEO's Jeff Bezos' response to the article. Instead of taking the Times article to heart, Jeff Bezos released a memo to all Amazon employees denying the problem. Bezos claimed that this is not the Amazon as he knows, as you can see in the memo there. It showcased the issue that he did not see the Amazon as it is, but as an idea that he believes in. Simply put, he was in denial. This could be dangerous because if the top executive can't see the real situation in the company, then he won't be seen or able to address any problems in timely manner. So as the company grows, the CEO can become increasingly isolated from the culture and business as he is shielded from this by his office, direct reports, and aides. And here comes the confirmation bias. It takes over, and instead of addressing the problem, he actively avoids seeing it because he doesn't want to believe that it's true. And although the company claimed in 2016 that they have abandoned the system in favor of the annual review process that targets employees' strengths, not the absence of their weaknesses, the system was short-lived. According to the recent investigations, the ranking system still exists in Amazon, although the company denies it. On to Justin.
Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about how to mitigate confirmation bias. So the most limiting bias of them all is confirmation bias. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of some tips on how to overcome bias and expand the mind. Maybe Mr. Bezos could take some pointers if he's listening out there. So don't be afraid. When told to expand your mind, it refers to the ability to think more about ideas and beliefs. Be open to others' opinions. Expanding the way that you think doesn't mean that you have to agree. Let's be honest, the world needs a lot more deep thinkers. Know that your ego doesn't want to expand your mind, so ego gets in the way of a lot of things, and trying to get rid of those bias might be a test of oneself. Remember that you don't know everything. Humility and listen to others. Everyone has 2 ears and 1 mouth. There's your ratio. So listen twice as more, and then you speak. Think of yourself. So when you think, so much access to information, forget to listen to ourselves. Don't depend on others to find answers. And being okay with disagreements. So if you really know everything about a topic, explain. Be humble to actually seek disagreements. Take on opposing views. Both sides of an argument gives for like a learning opportunity. And ask good questions. So growing up, we've been told that there's no such thing as dumb questions, but instead of what do you believe about this topic, ask what led you to believe this. Ask as we grow older, we come up with questions that lead to deeper thought and conversation that broaden the way that we think. And keep information channels open. So don't close yourself off to new information. Be humble enough to know that no matter how much we learn, there's always more stuff to learn. So the conclusion, forced ranking system as a management method creates hostile environments where collaboration is made impossible. A ranking system that forces a grading curve in reviews was designed to address problems. GE and Microsoft eliminated this practice, which Bezos pretty much denied. So he's in pure denial. If you can't see the problems with the method, then nothing's gonna happen or get fixed. He should have launched an investigation to see what the New York Times reports were even accurate. There's quite a few lessons to be learned here, like avoiding stacked or forced ranking, it kills companies. It creates that nasty environment and work culture. If the top CEO avoids bad info from a reliable source like New York Times, then it's, if it's a credible resource, gives you the information to look into, even if it's gone against your own beliefs. The decision you're making can kill your company, and keep those tips I gave you guys in mind, and like asking good questions, like go ego, and keep an open mind. So here's a little bit of a quote. Open-minded people embrace being wrong, are free of illusions, don't mind what people think of them, and question everything, even themselves. And here's our bibliography. Do you guys have any questions for us?